Hey everybody, and welcome into the Operation Daybreak.
Yo, every
update
time
show
I
for
turn
Rogue
this
Company.
thing,
My
I
name
leave
is
this
Pretty
thing
Happy to be back on the show
a bit
alongside
up. They
Mr.
loud as hell.
Here. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Welcome back, and everybody that's watching. Congratulate Nick for having his first baby boy.
Yes, my beautiful baby boy. He's here. He's
Hey,
healthy.
congrats,
That's why
Pretty
I was
Hair.
not on the last show, but I'm glad to
Welcome
be
to the
back
Dad
now.
Club, buddy.
I think I can hear him crying downstairs as we speak, so let's get this over with. We've got a lot of fun stuff for you to show, guys. Obviously, this is an exciting patch for Rogue Company because we are leaving the beta phase and moving into full release. It's a very exciting time for us. We obviously have lots of fun stuff coming for you all, but we wanted to take a moment and kind of thank you and look back on the journey that we've been on from the start of open beta.
Hey, Jay, what's good?
Where we are now. We've added tons of new rogues. You can see 9 rogues since the start. We're at 25 characters now. We've added 9 weapons for a total of 58 weapons and gadgets. Tons of new game modes, Brad. I know you had a huge part to play in that, and 7 maps since the open beta for a total of 20. So lots and lots of content over the course of our beta phase, but we're happy to be kind of launching out of that now into full release.
Yeah, so much stuff. And on top of all that, you can see there's a lot of other things we did as well. Rogue Mastery, Weapon Mastery, these narrative events, login rewards, contract, ranked, battle passes, MVP screens. Now let's talk about what else we're adding in this patch.
Yeah, man, lots of stuff to kind of get us in that journey. It's been great. We've really appreciated all the help. A lot of this stuff is guided, and the feedback that the community provides is very, very valuable to us as we sort of forge ahead, what we prioritize and what we get in front of our players. So again, thank you to everyone who has been here since the start of open beta, and if you're just now joining us, you couldn't have picked a better time. We got plenty of features, maps, gadgets, characters, modes, all this good stuff. And it doesn't stop there. With this next
By the way, Jay, I don't know if you heard, but supply drops are coming.
With a fresh battle pass, chock full of goodies for you all to get your hands on and customize
This battle pass better be
rogues,
banging.
in a brand new way. This one's kind of like Wasteland themed. It's really cool. Lots of different
Wasteland.
skins in
Oh,
here.
the leak was right.
Making sure you're looking good. This is actually a part of our Season 3 Year 2 starter pack, the Mystic Prodigy Glimpse outfit. And then we've got some awesome new skins coming along. These are all of the battle
Gavin,
pass
what's
skins.
good?
We've got Wasteland Cannon. Got one for Dahlia here. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this one. I was a really big fan of the sort of that Dark Lord Dahlia skin for a long time, but that
This is the skin right here, Nick. This is it.
That's the one, bud?
Skin. That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one you're getting off. Phantom's got a lot of good ones here. I was using Apocalypse Protocol
All right,
on
Scorch's
Scorch, but I
skin's
might
hot.
just have to swap that up for the Wasteland Scorch. Very, very cool stuff in this battle pass. We've got the Joyride emote as well. I think this is a legendary one.
It is. It is.
Oh, baby.
You know, when I recorded this, I clicked
Haven't
the
they
appropriate
done a
skin
lot
as well. So
revolving
that,
around Wasteland
we're
skins, though?
getting a
Didn't like
cowboy
Vi
on
and everybody
that
else have one?
unicorn.
That's great. That's
That's why they made several Wasteland
by
skins.
our boy Brad. That's why they pay you the big bucks, man. Got the Inferno Positron Mythic MLX Mark IV wrap. This one is a banger as well. This one looks awesome in game. Sounds awesome in game. Go ahead and
That's
trigger
Saint's
the
gun?
reaction as well. This is what it's going to look like when you're
Oh, I
firing.
want that.
My goodness, I love this
It's
weapon.
pretty
too.
gnarly. It's pretty gnarly. I love it.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
There's
a
nothing
great
for
weapon.
Anvil. It
Great
was
weapon.
good, Ace.
Great wrap. I mean, these mythic wraps are always awesome, but somehow
Yeah, that Phantom
the
one
teams
was good,
involved
babe.
Continue to step up.
And
their
welcome, by
game
the way.
time and time again. So lots of good stuff coming for you in this Wasteland themed battle pass. Plenty of new outfits, a new legendary emote, as well as that new mythic wrap for an automatic.
Hey!
rifle. You know, we've got I think we're
Gavin,
4 or
congrats.
something like
Yo,
that, mythic
every
wraps at
time
this point.
someone gets a next
Exciting
gen
stuff
console,
there for all you
celebrate
Battle
that. That's
Pass
one
fans out
scalper
there.
getting
Brad, we got
boned.
some cool stuff coming on the ranked side of things.
Gavin, the wife will be alright, I
introducing Not
promise.
only a new ranked mode, but draft mode. For
My wifey
our
in the
ranked
chat,
modes
Aki
as
Rain,
well.
she just got her PS5.
Yeah, so this is all
year
going to be
too.
part of
Congrats, man.
Project Saint.
Welcome
so,
to the club, buddy.
This is your draft pick that you will be seeing in ranked. Not only will this be in demolition, but also strikeout, and we'll talk about that after we go through this. So you're gonna.
I know they're
gonna
expensive, but
ban first, Nick. That's the first
wifey,
thing
she'll
you're
be
gonna do. Is
alright.
You're gonna each ban a rogue.
Let's talk about this. I mean, this is something that's been requested for a while. Ban's not something entirely new to Rogue Company, but of course, you know, you're going to have your ban phase still during the draft. The key part of draft that makes this new is that you won't be able to pick mirrored characters.
Ace,
on
I want
either
that gun,
side.
man.
So
This battle
right
pass,
now we're just
I'm doing
working
it
through the
immediately.
ban phase here, and something that we've done in our draft system that's a little bit different than the way a lot of other draft systems work in a lot of other ranked modes for other games is that it's kind of like a free pick.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we're
Gavin,
moving
that's
into the
usually
pick
what people
stages
gotta
now.
do, yeah.
Red team is picking 2 characters. You can see enemy team is picking 2 rogues. Any of these players can lock in.
But trust me, I promise you the
first.
next gen
This
consoles
eliminates
are worth
the
it.
need for a trading
They are on
phase
par
at
with
the
high-end
end of the
gaming
draft.
PCs.
So say, you know, Festive Shiro, he wants to lock in that Sigrid, right? We'll just say Sigrid, for this example, she's a first pick material, right? But Festive Shiro, he's at the bottom of this list in this lobby. We don't want to have to wait for him.
Oh, by the way, Jay, Ace,
Secret player.
I'm gonna tell you all about something
She's
special
first material.
coming
He's
this
gonna
patch
lock that
too.
in, then it's gonna go
We
over
are
to blue
finally
team.
getting
They're
ranked
gonna pick their 2
strikeout.
characters.
So
in
there
any
is
order
no
that they want.
reason
So this is
now
where you need to
none of us can
communicate
play
with your
ranked.
team. You need
Even
to
if
make
you don't
sure,
like demolition,
okay, we need to get
you're
these
good.
high priority rogues first, but we want to make sure that we're getting them on the appropriate players. That's where it's critical that anyone can pick in any order. So whoever wants to play the high prior rogues, even if they're at the bottom of the lobby, you can lock those in. And I know it may sound scary, you know, people are going to be locking stuff in just to get what they want first, make sure they can play what's comfortable.
Now to think about it,
That
though.
is something that can happen, but our hope is that, you know, this is ranked, this is a more serious setting. We're hoping that the use of voice chat and
Now to
communication
think about it.
will allow for you guys to
Who-
pick the appropriate team comp, getting the high priority rogues early when you want them in the draft.
Who would
and
we
picking
ban
the right players that
for
you
strikeout?
want without needing
Like, who's a
trading
character
phase.
you don't
So
want to
again,
deal with in
no
strikeout?
mirrored picks. That's an important part on all of this. So you're gonna load in, and you will not redraft at halftime.
Like, I can't think
So
of
the
any
rogues
rogue
that
on
you
strikeout
select
that
at the
bothers me that
start
much.
of the draft is the rogue that you're going to be playing for the entirety of the match. That's a little bit more important for you demolition ranked players, because you got to think about the offense and the defense of what do
Demolition,
I
I
want to
can
play
think
for
of
the
a
entirety
couple.
of
But
this match.
strikeout, I don't
For
really
ranked
care.
strikeout players,
Maybe
that's
Vi,
not the
'cause
biggest
the poison?
deal, right? You know, it's kind of what
Lancer?
you're used to doing.
Well, Jay, that's what I
playing
want
that
to tell
all the
you.
way.
The new
So we
rogue.
talked about ranked strikeout.
I got something for them
so
Lancer man.
2 things to add on to this. One is we're going to be giving 4
Like,
additional
there's a reason
rogues
I got
for
my
free
eye on this
in
new rogue.
update
Just watch.
for ranked. And that is because
Spoiler alert, I've
you
seen
need
the new
more
rogue
rogues.
already.
There's bans, there's
But we'll talk about that
no
after the
mirror
show.
picks. Everything's unique, so you need at least 10 rogues to play it. So we're going to give you 10 rogues if you're playing ranked, so that nobody is limited to not being able to play it for this update. But then when the next patch comes out in the future, you're going to need 10 rogues. So make sure you start
But
you
with
know,
this
mastering
rogue added,
and unlocking rogues and everything like that, so you can have 10 to go into ranked.
I
in
was
the
telling
future.
Aki
We're
earlier,
helping
we
you
may
out
have
for
to
this
pressure
patch,
her
'cause
to
we
play
love you that
Lancer
much.
more.
There you
Then
go.
the bigger thing is all of you strikeout fans out there. We know you want ranked. We know we tried it in the past as part of the ranked queue and didn't go that hot for everybody, and we pulled it out from you. Well, now it's back, but it is back as its own queue. So if you want, you're going to see a ranked strikeout and a ranked demolition. Whichever game mode you want to play is what you can play. It is not you're queuing for one and you're going to get 1 or 2 of the game modes. You're only playing that game mode in the ranked environment.
Personally, I like them mixed.
There's
That'll
one little
keep people on their
caveat
toes.
to it. Your rank that you get after your placements and even through your placements, it's all global. You're not going to have different placements for strikeout and different placements for demolition. You just have your
Jay,
10
wait till you see how
placements.
she works.
You have your single rank. You can switch between strikeout and demolition and have that same rank. It's just a global ranked, but there is 2 playlists.
Well, that's the thing. No,
So it's
we
ranked
don't.
However you want to play it.
I can
wherever
play
you wanna
Lancer.
play it. You've got separate playlists now.
I mean, Aki's dived into her a little bit.
That was one of the bigger.
And I know
pieces of
Aki
feedback
wants to,
that we got is that some people just want to play what they want to play and
master
ranked,
all the female
make these
rogues
separate
anyway.
playlists, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a try.
And I do know she
pretty
likes
exciting
Lancer
time
a
to
lot.
be a ranked player. Remember, shared ranked. If you're a demo player, you can swap over to strikeout and continue to push your rank up higher to try and grind out those seasonal ranked rewards. So some pretty exciting stuff.
And I
coming
do know
for
Aki
ranked.
likes the
I've got one more thing for
SLC,
you, Nick.
One more thing.
the SMG that
Demolition is
Ronin
going
and
back
Scorch
to
use.
4v4.
So if she can
It is
master that
going from
Okay.
3v3 to
SMG and put it
4v4
on
this.
Lancer,
We put the poll out
that'd
there
be a pretty
again on
deadly
social
combo
media and
for her.
everything. and it's in
Was this
favor
the
of going
poll
back
that was
to
like
4v4.
exactly even of like 50-50?
It was exactly even. We tested it out.
Sorry,
for
babe. I don't mean to be
2
forcing a
updates,
job on
and
you.
now we're going back to 4v4.
I'm
It
just
is-
tossing
it
out
is community
ideas.
favor to go back to 4v4.
Yeah.
We said it was trial and error and everything like that. And we were testing it out. So everything is going to be 4v4
Answer with the
for the
SLC though. That would be
foreseeable
pretty
future.
mean.
And that is that. The last thing in Project Saint Nick is human backfill. So we've got human backfill.
People probably are a little bit familiar with this feature by now. We've turned it on, tested it, turned it off, turned it back on. It's a tricky thing to get right, but it's something that we're starting to
babe,
build
I was
up a little bit
telling
more
Jay,
confidence in, and
because he was
something we're gonna be
asking if we
putting
have
on
anyone
for all
in the
modes
squad that
are
mains
not
Lancer.
ranked. So ranked modes,
I was
if
saying
somebody leaves, that's still going to
that
be, you know, a
you
want
wanna
to
master all the female rogues anyway.
or just surrender and go on to the next
and
one.
I was telling
But
him
in your
that you're
casual
learning
quick play
Lancer.
queues, anybody that
And
leaves can now be
and I know
backfilled
you
with
really like
another
the
human
SLC
player.
SMG.
So stick it out.
You know,
don't
that
surrender,
SMG
let
that
somebody
Ronin
else
and
get in
Scorch
there and
use.
finish out the game strong.
I
We're
was
excited.
saying if you
Please let
mastered
us know
that
if,
SMG
you know, how your
and
experience
put
goes
that
with
on
this
and
feature. We wanna
use
make
that
sure
on
that it
Lancer,
is
you
good
might
to
be a
go.
pretty
Like I said, it's been something that's
crazy
been tricky
Lancer.
to nail down, but we're going to give it another go in this update. Pretty excited about the implications of that. And just making sure that matches feel more full if somebody doesn't make it in or disconnects or has to go. You know, there's a million things.
I wonder if they're
going to
do that thing where they finally
this
mix the
feature will
PC
help
players in
smooth
with
out a lot of
console
these
this
games
patch too.
that do drop out some players. That's it for our
I'm not even
Project
trying to
Saint
talk
stuff. We
shit,
have
but I'm ready to
a
clap
fun new
PC
feature
players'
coming for
cheeks.
you all in the cosmetic world and kind of a reputation sync. We have some data on our back end of just like how much reputation our players carrying with them. And I think the number was like somewhere near like 200,000 on average. So we wanted to introduce like a meaningful way.
All right, guys, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to.
Things that you want.
Start saving your reputation.
I'd like to introduce supply drops. What that is going to mean for you and all of your reputation. So, big thing here is that there's 2 different types of supply drop. This is a rogue supply drop. This is one that you will purchase with reputation or with rogue bucks if you want to do. Each of these supply drops is going to give you 2 items. One from the first list and one from the second list. And you can view all of the items that are available in these supply drops.
God, this game's turning more and more into Paladins every day.
And as you're cracking these cases open, those items that you're unlocking are removed from that list, therefore kind of like increasing the odds that you're going to get one of those remaining items. And as you move through all of these things, you know, your chances are just better at getting what you want. Those are the rogue supply drops. Those are purchased with reputation or with rogue bucks.
Let's open one.
Yeah, let's crack one of these bad boys open. Bang, bang. So my 2 items pop out.
Yo, why their supply drop thing look like Apexes?
There it is in all of its glory, and the water gun assassin rare avatar. So, like I mentioned, those rogue supply drops, those are spitting out 2 items. Those are purchased with reputation and with rogue bucks. These are your reward supply drops. These only spit out 1 item, but these are completely earned just by playing through the game. And much like the rogue supply drops, you can view all of the available items in these drops. A lot of people had some concerns with, you know, putting battle pass exclusive items in these drops. And we hear you. We are going to be limiting those items in particular. The battle pass exclusive items will not show up in supply drops until a year has gone by after there was released. So it's not something that we want to forbid players, you know, who might just be coming into the game for the first time from getting forever and always, right? Because that's a lot of good content for us. It's a lot of good skins, and it's something that we want to share with the community, especially as new players are hopefully coming in as we leave our beta.
The skins don't go into the supply drops until they've been in the
those
game
of you who have been with us and who got here first.
The battle pass.
You will have those
I can get
exclusively
with that.
for a full year, and then after which they will be put into the rotation for these supply
that way
drops.
they still feel unique.
Hopefully
when
this
you
is a good and solid, meaningful way for you to kind of sink some of your reputation or some of your rogue bucks into some things that you might be missing from your collection.
And if you do have all of the items in there, just to note, you'll get a warning, and it'll say, "Hey, you have all the items. Do you want to open it?" And if you do choose yes, you will get a booster then. So you can still open them afterwards, and you can get boosters for your accounts.
Cool. So even if you
I'm
completely,
just saying, man, I ain't taking
for
no
those of
damn
you out there
boosters.
that completely wail out and purchase every
No
single item in the
boosters
game,
as it
you
is. I
can
got like
still do
19
something with
hours
the
of
crate.
booster time on my
But
account.
like Brad said, I think it's important. We do have that disclaimer pop up that says, "Hey,
I
you
can
have
master every rogue if I play it for a
content
week
piece
straight.
in this given supply drop."
All that
and just
booster
making
time I
double
got.
sure that you want to purchase it for a guaranteed account booster at that point. So that is supply drops, guys. That's just another meaningful way for you to
I like
spend
how
your
they have
reputation,
two
making
ways
sure
to earn them:
that we're allowing you
reputation
guys all the avenues
and
to
by
access
playing.
some of the great content that we've put
You
out.
really can only
both
buy
now
them if you
and
actually
in the
want
past.
to. I'll give them
Before we
that.
get into the fun new character that we are excited to tease and release in this update show,
Here,
we wanted
Jay,
to
just
kind of,
watch. You're gonna see why she's
highlight
a Lancer counter.
going out of beta event that we are going to be running. It's going to be 4 weeks long, with each week kind of carrying with it some type of fun, like affix or bonus, be it things like reputation or guns being unlocked or characters being unlocked. So without further ado, let's take a look at the video here celebrating the out of beta launch event.
4 weeks of events and awards. Week 1, all rogues unlocked. Week 2, double rogue experience. Week 3, all guns. Oh no. Week 4, increased rewards. I'm looking forward to week 3 and 4.
I don't understand. I thought we stopped Jackal.
Say hello,
like the attack was meant to destroy
ladies and
AI,
gentlemen.
not the world.
And you don't think they were successful?
I think that's what they want us to believe.
Welcome back. That was not only the teaser for our newest character, Juke, but also the highlights for the end of beta event with things like all the new rogues, all the rogues being unlocked, which does include Juke, all the guns 1 week. We've got some extra rogue XP 1 week, and I believe I saw double reputation for a week. So really exciting stuff to kind of kick off our full release, as well as having this new character, Brad, and you can kind of see what was going on in that teaser trailer. She's a scientist. She's a very, very tech-heavy scientist, a brilliant engineer that has constructed one of the world's first true artificial intelligences, but a Jackal attack left her life's work destroyed at that facility. So she's really just looking for answers. That's kind of her main driver right now, why she's come to Rogue Company. She wants to understand why somebody has gone after her life's work, and a very impactful piece of work that it is. Definitely some implications there and some mysteries to be unveiled. You get a little look kind of at her kit here. We've got the laser defense drone and the Juke boots, some stuff that we're very excited to show off in game. We're going to hop into the shooting range with the brand new character Juke and show off a little bit more about this combat kit. All right, folks, we're in game live with Juke. I've got my full kit purchased here. I've got my Ibex fully upgraded. You'll notice with the gunsmith.
Dave, if Ray Ray's
and a
watching,
fully
show him
upgraded
that
Ibex,
gun.
It takes me to 48 in the mag, so pretty high capacity SMG here. It's got the 5-round burst, 2 full bursts, aka 10 bullets. Will take somebody out from close range. Pretty powerful, pretty effective SMG.
Oh!
Pretty good on the headshots too if you're good at controlling the burst. This one
That
has
gun was not that powerful in the
very
preview
predictable
of it.
recoil pattern.
It
If
was
you'll
not
notice,
that
it's kind
strong.
of it's got that sort of V kick. It's either going to kick up to the right. Sometimes it'll kick up to the left too. So being able to pull down and then quickly adjust to whatever horizontal direction it's going is kind of how you're going to control it. You know, I've got
no biggie.
The Warrant here is my sidearm. I've got the combat knife as well if you're interested in that stuff. Shout out to the Rambo skin combat knife. Now for her passive, if you noticed when we were on the rogue screen, it's called the Juke boots. Your dodge roll is replaced by a rocket dash that travels further and faster than a standard dodge roll, and the kicker is it can be used mid-air. So I can traverse larger gaps than other rogues. I can use this creatively with zip lines, jump off halfway, and then dash over to different platforms and stuff. Really reaching some areas that were otherwise unreachable to rogues, especially to defenders. One of the fun things about this character is is the added mobility.
Yeah, it's a
but,
brand new
combined
SMG. Dude,
with
I'm
the
mastering
sort of
that
Defender
first
kit
week.
allows you to get somewhere that might be kind of isolated, right? You're gonna be
Imagine
tempted to wanna
Lancer
rocket
with
dash
that
into
thing.
harm's way a lot just because it's so dang fun. But you have the laser defense drones here.
What the hell is that?
Which are just these turrets that will stick to any surface. You have 2 of them. Obviously, we're in the shooting range, so they're going to recharge much faster than they would in a standard game. But you can dash to an area
Hold on,
where you
get
might
to
be
see
alone.
that.
You
What
might be
does
a little
that
bit
do?
isolated, but you can throw these out as sort of your backup and play around them and have something to play around, even though you might find yourself isolated from time to time playing as Juke. These turrets don't do too much damage on their own, but if you can get them stacked up on the same target, they will start to kind of fry. We'll take a look here. This is sort of what the range is looking like. So you can stick these to any surface, put them in cheeky places. But you'll see as I've placed these a little bit too high, Umbra here is just out of range, so we can place these a little bit closer to him. That'll work. That'll play if I stick it to the wall here. This should work as he's a little bit in range over there.
I had no
Once you
idea
get
about
both these
these. I
firing
didn't
on
get
the
to see
same
these in the
target, if you
preview of any of
can,
them.
they can really
Holy
start to
crap.
stack up and do some formidable damage, especially if you're hanging out nearby and can follow up on that damage. You'll see as the bots kind of respawn, takes them about 3/4 of a second or so, just under a second to acquire a target and start firing. So if you're playing against this, you're going to look out for this kind of thin targeting laser that's locking onto you, and then the thicker actual damaging laser will start to apply the heat, if you will. So that's sort of how you have time to react.
Could
In the
y'all
world, you'll
imagine
notice I've got these kind of icons
me playing a match
floating
with
on my
Ace
screen. They're white and they'll turn
using
yellow
that, and he
when they
traps
actually
them
start
in
to
with the
fire on a
barricades,
target.
and we throw
I
like
do
2 of
believe-
those up
I don't think I can destroy
on the
my own
strikeout
turrets
point.
here, but they do turn red, and you'll kind of notice when they die and enemies are taking them out, where they're which turrets are dying and all that good stuff. If somebody walks into range of the turret and then out of the range, you'll notice my turret's going to lock onto the Kestrel here. And then as she goes around the corner, the turret is just going to stare
All right,
at that
they're not
corner for the
overpowered nor
last
have crazy
place
range
that it
either. I
had
do like
a
that.
valid sort of angle to shoot on a target. So it'll stare at that corner just in case the Kestrel re-peaks, and if she does, it'll resume firing on her. But if it doesn't, it'll kind of cut back to sort of a search mode and be looking for new targets. So very, very fun. These stick,
Skyforge.
again, to
Oh,
any
man,
surface.
don't even
They'll
get me
go
started.
forever, too. So you just kind of send your little buddies off into the wild,
You know what?
wild west.
This is going to be a video on my
wherever
shooter
you
channel,
place
so
them, you can kind of use them
Alright,
almost as
I'm
like
gonna
sentries, like
woosah,
across the map
'cause I saw
sometimes. You won't be able to
Skyforge.
follow up, but
We're not gonna
they can
rant
be used
today.
for gaining some like valuable
We're
information.
going to be a
if I
wholesome
wanted to,
Christian man on
see if
stream.
there's somebody over there on this corner. I could throw this bad boy across, wait for it to get there. It'll land, pick up targets. If they don't, you could see enemies shooting at it. So lots of good ways to kind of fish for information with these, especially once you get that legendary Energizer online. You'll notice you'll have a
babe,
decent amount of
exactly.
these turrets available to throw.
Like,
Obviously
area
not nearly as
control is
fast
gonna
as the
be
shooting
nuts
range
now.
recharge is going to get me, but very, very fun to play around. Great little pieces of backup for you because you're going to be wanting to use that mobility to get yourself into some cool places to play around. Let's talk through some of the rest of her kit. So the impact grenade, like I mentioned, this is fully upgraded. This is what the fully upgraded radius looks like. It's a little bit smaller than your standard, Semtex's frags and bounces and things, and it doesn't
Impact
do
grenades,
nearly
what
as
does it
much
do? Gotta
damage
touch
as
the opponent?
those. But what you'll notice is that it blows up the second it touches the ground. So if you're precise with this smaller range, you can finish off targets. You can soften them up, throw a turret. Lots of different ways to play around with getting the damage you need to take out one or multiple targets if you're playing the kit effectively. So very fun, very fast too. The thing about the impact grenade is it keeps up with Juke's pace. As you're dashing through the air, it feels good to kind of throw things, and maybe you're getting above somebody over the cover and you want to just have a grenade that can keep up with the pace that you're moving around the map. Fun little combos to do there. Last piece is the other new gadget here, this reflector. So the first forced movement mechanic in Rogue Company. What does that mean? So I can use this thing to blast enemy players through cover and walls up into the air and hopefully into harm's way, whether that's, I want to use it to get them off of a piece of cover that I am also on. It's got a pretty limited range, so you need to be pretty close to the targets that you want to hit. I can knock people off the map with this thing.
She's
Lots and
literally
lots of
an
fun
area
stuff that you
denial
can do,
character.
with the old reflector. You can swap to your gun. They're able to fire the whole time, so you need to be a little bit careful about how you play it because you needed to take a second to pull your.
She's
your
like a
gun
lancer
back out.
with a
You could knock them into
better
turret
trench and
range. Plenty
vibe
of fun
skill.
stuff that you do. I can't wait to see the first team wipe with the reflector, knocking people off the map. Super fun. Like I mentioned, her other class of gun is LMG. She's gonna start with the Conviction. Fan favorite, feels super good, especially with the
LMG?
decent rank of gunsmith to make sure you got a massive mag. Super good feeling on defenders as well, so you'll be able to kind of rock and roll with that. If you aren't an SMG player or you just don't prefer the burst weapon, obviously you can use any of the other SMGs or LMGs that you have mastered through the weapon mastery system on Juke. But that about covers it, folks. That's it for Juke. I'm super excited for you guys to get your hands on this very mobile defender into PTS. Let me know your thoughts. Send me some clips. I want to see some people knocking full teams off with the reflector this weekend. I'll be out there kind of playing, getting some clips and stuff too. So I hope to see you out there. And we
all right,
carry
chat,
on with
talk
the
to me.
show.
How we
only
feeling
have a couple
about
things
Juke?
left before we close this one out.
Hype
Thank
about
you guys
Juke.
so much for riding along with us. So that does it for Juke's combat kit, guys. Thank you all so much. We hope you're excited to play the new character.
Somebody y'all want to main, somebody want to see me main.
Beta launch event. Remember, we've got 4 weeks lined up of very fun in-game bonuses.
How we
Things
feeling
from
about
free
Juke, chat?
rogues to double rogue XP, free guns, all kinds of great stuff coming at you.
I'm
We've got a
mastering that
brand new
gun.
battle pass. We've got strikeout rank. We've
Can
got
you imagine
supply
Scorch
drops.
with that thing?
We've got human backfill on in every queue that's not ranked. Lots of good stuff.
Her
to
fire
celebrate
plus that?
Rogue Company coming out of beta. Thank you all so much for taking this journey alongside of us and making Rogue Company into the best game that it can be. Brad, what are you most excited for in the Operation Daybreak update?
Oh man, Juke is phenomenal. We've all been playing her a lot, and the dash, the Juke boots.
It's got to be bouncing people off the map. That's quickly become your thing. in
Yeah. I think one of the best things is you use the Juke boots, you dash at people, and then you blow them off the map.
Dope.
It's
Yes.
super fun.
Make sure
and
y'all play or
satisfying
get that
to
gun
do.
mastery.
Make sure you guys are sending me all of your clips, knocking people off. I want to see somebody get a full team wipe in ranked or something with the
Oh,
reflector.
man.
That would make me a very happy camper. Again, guys, thank you all so much. We love our community. Thank you all for providing the feedback to us to make Rogue Company the best version of itself and to help us get it from that open beta launch all the way to where we've come to today. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the PTS.
Yeah, true. Georgia Peach. I'm not gonna lie. They said this update was gonna be really huge. I expected a bit more, but I'm pretty excited for Juke at the very least. I'm just really curious to see though if we're gonna get that PC and console matchmaking system they've been talking about. Oh, Jay, yeah, true that. See, one good thing with our team is, too, we gotta find somebody who can play Lancer good and somebody who can play Juke good, so that way either of them can fill that rush role at any time. But yeah, everybody, get that gun mastered. Because you can use that SMG on anyone that uses SMG. That includes using that gun with Lancer. Like, can y'all imagine a Lancer running around two-popping people? Like, she's bad enough with the Arbitrator, the shotgun. Imagine a Lancer running around with that. Imagine Scorch with that thing. She hits you with that, you already got a damage over time. Bro, your health is going to be at like 15 or 10, even with armor. Whew. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I am excited. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this stream up. Chat, be sure to say hi to YouTube. Let YouTube know hello because we are going to be uploading this here on Tanek FPS shortly. Jay, Ace, Aki, Gavin, everybody, I want to thank you all for coming through and joining me on this stream. And I will see y'all in the next one. YouTube, love you. If you want more Rogue Company content, make sure you are subscribing to Tnek FPS. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace!